Good evening. Hope you all are well. Thank you for joining the Healing Room Tarot. Thank you for joining the room. If this is your first time here, I welcome you. And if this is your first time here, just know that these are timeless readings. I am reading for timelessness. Um, I was urged to do a reading, so I'm here. Um, of all the platforms that you'll see me on, I will be talking about healing. So, and that is my main purpose. That is my main focus, guidance. But yeah, I'm just going to jump in because I've been preparing and I thought I had a certain way that I was going to do these, but Spirit has another direction. So I'm just going to go with the flow. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We're going to see what Spirit is saying. I do know that today has been one of my musical days, and when I say musical days, meaning songs have just been coming up. So it's been like very joyous, very happy, go lucky type of energy is what I'm feeling. So if I start singing, just know that that's what is coming out at this time. I'm already seeing what was this, the Five of Cups and the Chariot. So we'll see if those come out a little later. Um, but the lyrics that I was singing just a few minutes ago was just be happy for me. Just be happy for me. So maybe that is what's going on right now for a bunch of you. You just want somebody to be happy for you. Um, you're maybe right now you're winning, and instead of people praising you for your winnings, it seemed like they're trying to be a Debbie Downer, and it's just like, can you just be happy for me? Like goodness, these things never happened to me. So now that they are, I just want you to be happy for me. So this the type of energy that I'm feeling right now. Like but it's happy. Like you're happy in even in delivering that. It's just like, oh my gosh, just be happy for me. Just be happy. Just put up that good old smile of yours. Let me see all 32 or 31, 30, 29. No judgment, but just be happy for me. Let this goodness rub off on you. King of Wands. This card that fell out. So it's definitely a message in the making. It's a message in the making. So let's see what else come out. Spirit, what is it that you want to tell the collective? I just saw the Hermit card. So some of you have been waiting for this moment in your life. And the King of Wands is the master of passion, master of it's the energy of work. Okay, Spirit. Is that what you want us to focus on and you want us to build around it? All right. Seven of Pentacles. Options, opportunities. You're already the master of the passions of the. I'm really keep hearing industry. That's the word that I keep hearing. It's like you're the master of your industry, and now you have the Seven of Pentacles, which means that it's a return of assets. It's that give and take. It's like that blessings. And I still see options. Oh, the Moon card, but you don't see it. You do not see it. Okay, Spirit. And it's ironic because the moon is in for this deck is in between two towers. I don't hold on, let me because I didn't show y'all these, so forgive me. This is your King of Wands here. And this is your Seven of Pentacles. Well, but like I was saying, the moon card here is between two towers. And it's like you're in between tower moments. Um, maybe you had just gotten out of a tower moment and you don't see the other tower moment coming. But it's a good, because tower moments means it's a new energy. It's meaning you're going to get out of bad habits. So it's not always destructive for a bad thing, a bad time. But I will say what I'm getting is that, and for others, let me say this before I move on. For others, there were two tower moments that was happening simultaneously, or one right after the other. But and you're just like, I what more? Like, what else is going on? And Spirit is saying, but you don't see the blessing out of those two towers, the twin towers, right? Knight of Cups is what's coming out. There is something coming your way. It's a message that you're going to get, a message that's going to make you happy. It's going to make you smile. Um, Six of Swords is going to move you into a new direction. It's going to make you move. So, again, for some of you, maybe you're going to create that next tower. That we saw in the moon card, because of your movement, because you're getting out of that energy. You're moving out of, okay. I literally just heard you're moving from lack to prosperity. So maybe you've been struggling with your finances, and you're moving literally from lack to prosperity. That's going to set you up for greatness. The Emperor card is coming out after these Six of Swords. So not only are you the King of Wands, but you are the Emperor. I don't feel like, I feel like this is for whoever's watching. This is for you. This is not for anybody else, because nobody else is in this reading so far. It's just you. Um, you have been mastering. It's like you have been the master. You have been mastering things, almost like when you get a master's degree, and now it's like you're leveling up to PhD. Let me put it that way, in that term for you. It's like you're leveling up. The Emperor is the master um, of these things, and he controls his fate. He controls his destiny. I'm looking at this card, and I was paused because if you look in this king's hand here, it looks like it is almost very similar to the Ankh. Um, and so, if you know anything about Egyptian uh, religious practices or religious symbolism, you will know that the Ankh is a very prominent symbol. I'm going to ask you to look that up. I'm not going to tell you. It's going to bless your spirit. Ooh, and the world card comes next. This is, you were destined to do this. You were destined for this greatness, and you see what's in her hands is two wands. I say that because there are two wands here. So there are some things that you didn't know that you were going to get. And again, remember I said that you have these two towers. So that's what, 222 here. Um, these things that are going to cause you to, I don't know, I don't want to say embellish. Um, it's going to help you with your glow up. It's two things. It's going to be two passions, two industries. It could be two people that help you get to where you go. So watch out for these partnerships, especially with this Seven of Pentacles here. Like, I know that is a blessed energy, and it means that your finances are coming too. But I'm also hearing that you have opportunities. Um, in the Light Seers Tarot, the Seven of Pentacles is a lady picking fruit from a tree, and if and out of that deck, I mean, or out of that, I always get that, fruit, when the fruit grows on trees, that means the fruit is on a different branch, which means you have different opportunities. You have different branches to choose from. So maybe even different branches. When I typically say branches, I think of government, the branches of government. So maybe you have different opportunities there if you're in the military, or somebody that you know is in the military is going to offer you some different opportunities, different branches of things. Maybe you're going to move up a different branch. I was going to say to move up a different level, but move to a different branch in your job, meaning, um, let's say that you started out in a beginner's role, but now you're going to move up to expert, and start using your expertise. Ten of Swords, yeah. You've ended something that has caused you pain, and it's like you are out of this energy. It is done. It is complete. It is in I want to say, what is it? It's not infinite. I can't think of that word, but it's definitely done. It is done. It is not going to hurt your brain. You're not going to have to struggle to make ends meet. You're not going to have to uh, wonder how you're going to pay your bills, how you're going to eat, how you're going to put gas in your car. None of those things. It is your time to shine. Yep. Three of Swords comes after that. You don't. But what I'm getting out of that is that you're not. You don't even have to be in the space of anxiety and worry, because the Three of Swords is like that protective energy over your heart, that overprotective. It's like you don't even have to worry about that anymore. You don't have to worry about these things in this new season. Spring is almost here, and if you have been following me on Cards and Conversations on Instagram, that I've had on my with my best friend, or and I've shared some of the videos here. But I said on one of our talks that I believe that this year is the year, and come spring thing, it's going to be a change of events for a lot of people. This is the year for the underdog to now get up with the big dogs. It is time for your situation to change. And so, as your situation changes, you're going to have new perspective on things. You're not going to be as blocked, and you're not going to be as nervous and scared, and you're not going to have anxiety, because you're going to be the emperor does not have any anxiety at all. And the thing about the King of Wands is you can be a master, right? You can be a master and you're still dealing with some things. But when you're the emperor, it's like, I don't have any worries. Like, worry for what? Worry does not increase the pocketbook. It does not increase the coin. In fact, it restricts the flow of my income. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups here is here, and Seven of Cups is the options card. So yeah, you definitely have some options that's going to make you happy. And like all options, of course, you want to make sure that you really view these options, because there are some, as you can see, some snakes and some scorpions in the option tank that will present itself. But use the wisdom that you has as the emperor, and you will stay away from those options. The bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. But what I'm getting is, so it's twofold, because you're talking about coming into a new space. What I'm getting is that you have to protect your new space, not the same way that you have been protecting yourself now, but it's that use your wisdom, use what you know um, to not fall for schemes, to not to do things that you know will deliberately hurt you in the future, because maybe out of some of these options is tied with people that you don't need to be tied to. And if you pass up on opportunities with them, that'll keep you on the right path for the opportunities that you are to use and you are supposed to be dealing with. And that's going to free you up. It's going to free your space. It's going to free your time. Where is, yeah, because it's like you're moving out of that. So you already know what to look for. Okay. I had to look up something again. I want to see what messages come out of the spiritual AF. AF is as fuck. So, okay. Several cards already failed, but I'm not going to take those because I did not even get a good shuffle. It just started. But if we get those again, we will know. Okay. All right. So this card said this could be the day you stop doing that self-destructive thing you do. So some of you may don't self-sabotage in this season. Don't push off a thing for too long because you have to. You're in this energy of leaping. I'm sorry. As I was saying that, I just realized that I have a frog on my shirt. So you're in this energy of leaping forward. Don't not leap, right? Frogs leap forward. They can leap and latch onto things, and when it's yours and it's time for you to leap, spirit is like, jump on it now. This is your opportunity. This is your window of opportunity. This is your door. Open the door now. Go through the door. Don't wait any longer. The card reads, what's the first thing you think of when you read that self-destructive thing you do? There it is. Now imagine what it would be like to stop doing that thing, like right now. Think of who you could ask for help, because if you could have stopped on your own, you probably already would have. Now call that person and ask for help. You can even make up a safe word like bananas. Text, because no one calls anymore. Oh, because no one calls anyone anymore. Or emoji, because emojis are more effective than words. So it's like, however you want to get your point across, spirit is saying, go ahead and do it. Just stop doing that self-sabotaging thing that you do. Again, you no longer have to be in this energy of protection because you're in the energy of commanding things. You're in the energy of manifesting some things in your life. Uh, let's see what else comes out. Oh, okay. It says, go outside, and you read it. And it says, it's been proven all over the place that trees and nature and fresh air and all that shit help fight depression, anxiety, addiction, and pretty much anything else that might ail you. Find some place to put your feet in the grass or the dirt or the water or anywhere that's not concrete. A 5-minute nature break can reduce the amount of shitty thoughts in your brain drastically as fuck. So go outside, spend time with nature. We were, before we had houses and things, we were beings that lived amongst nature. We housed ourselves and clothed ourselves in nature. We drank from natural water springs and wells and pools of water, and we put our feet in the mud. If you believe in the creation story, I do. Um, we are made from dirt. That's why our skin cells turn into dirt and we have to dust our houses. It makes sense. That's why when we die, our bodies return to the dust because we become dust. So just think about, I'm sorry, I just got a whole download off of that. Um, so just think about these things. Going out into nature is not far fetched. It's already engrafted in us. We're part of nature. We all know that we are a part of the animal kingdom, just on the higher end of the animal kingdom, but we also know how to maneuver and how to use nature to our advantage. That's how we know how to use solar energy and hydroelectric power. That's how we know how to garden and do these things, is because we are naturally attuned to how nature works. So we should always appreciate nature. I'm going to do one more card before I leave. And let's see. Courage is knowing it might hurt and doing it anyway. Stupidity is the same. That's why life is hard. So if you are afraid in this moment to take that step, it's all right. It might hurt, it might not. You don't know. Just take the step anyway. What is the difference between courage and stupidity in your life? A big part of adulting is not crossing the line where your rebelliousness turns into recklessness. The people who ride this line most gracefully, usually have a clear eye on their values and a good friend or two who will tell them when they're being a dumbass. If you can't decide if you're being brave or stupid, call a friend. Hint, don't call a dumbest friend though. So you have your messages here. If you need that second talk, Spirit is saying it's okay to consult somebody to get that different perspective, because maybe they have the different perspective of how things could happen for you and could turn out, or could give you information to, um, I don't know, say that you were looking for a cake, right? And you're just like, I don't have enough money for a cake. Like, where am I going to get this cake? And you tell your best friend, and your best friend is like, oh, well, I know somebody that's in bakery class right now. They're looking to practice making different things. So if you would have them, I don't know what the cake will look like, but it could potentially be a free cake because they just need to practice. And this person bakes you a cake, and not only do they bake the cake, they make it to how you want it. The flavor is good, and they not only do they get good reviews, but you get a free cake, all because you asked. So it's like things like that can happen when you're not afraid, when you get out of your comfort zone and let people know what you are doing. And if you are compelled, pushed, or have the mind to, because some people don't like the word compelled, um, that's that's that urge, the urgency. There we go. That's another word. To do something, do it. Call that person, make that contact, because there is something in it for you. There is something that is trying to be birthed, and only you can do it. So there you have it. You have a good night, and please share, like, and subscribe. Thank you.